Organizational control, oversight issues.
An often noted challenge to alliance success is the relative lack of formal control and administrative oversight of alliance activity in comparison with the oversight of activity resulting from vertical integration. In the latter case, all activities, processes, and oversight occur within the firm itself. Indeed, many consider the issue of control and oversight to be the most fundamental explanation behind alliance underperformance and failure, and a significant advantage of vertical integration. 78 The difficulties Boeing experienced with alliances in building the Boeing 787 Dreamliner illustrate the inherent shortcomings of alliances relative to vertical integration with regard to control. The project has suffered many substantial delays that have cost Boeing billions of dollars in unanticipated losses. The main cause of these delays has been insufficient oversight and control of suppliers, which has been attributed in large part to Boeing's decision to engage in an outsourcing alliance instead of keeping processes in-house, thereby weakening their control of key processes. 79 Representative examples of this include: 80. Wachovia Capital Markets senior analyst Joe San Pietro cited contacts deep within Boeing's supply chain in contending that problems with overseas suppliers are endangering Boeing's aggressive schedule to deliver the 787. He downgraded the stock. San Pietro's report said the first center wing box, the key structural element of the center fuselage that holds the wings, delivered last week from Fuji in Japan to Global Aeronautica in Charleston, SC, was sent without the wiring, hydraulics and many of the fasteners that were to be pre-installed. This is now requiring a scope rework between Boeing and Global Aeronautica, as GA would be forced to become responsible for supplying the innards, San Pietro reported. San Pietro said Boeing's other 787 partners also have fallen behind schedule, especially Mitsubishi, which is making the wings in Japan, and Alenia, making the rear fuselage in Italy. Alenia appears to be the major culprit at this time, and we understand that Boeing has sent an army of engineers to help get the program back on track, he wrote. San Pietro said he was told the suppliers are unhappy with the costs of maintaining schedule and are demanding more money from Boeing. He said that, having outsourced the fabrication of most of the 787's airframe, Boeing has no internal capability to manufacture the major components, so it lacks leverage to oppose such demands. While a lack of control is a potential shortcoming of alliances, in some business contexts it can be an advantage of alliances, relative to vertical integration, as a form of business organization. Specifically, evidence from both research and practice indicate that there are business activities where less control and formalization, explicit rules, procedures to govern business activities, may benefit business outcomes. For example, in the context of radical new product innovation, the bureaucratic controls that often accompany vertical integration may inhibit the freedom of action and spontaneity needed for successful innovation. 81 Research suggests that high-velocity and high-uncertainty environments call for simple routines and a reliance on people over process. 82 This is why radical innovation has typically occurred in the domain of entrepreneurial startup ventures. These ventures reject bureaucratic systems, processes, and the infrastructure of large established firms in favor of flexible, discovery-based approaches to developing groundbreaking technologies and products. Indeed, the success of small, entrepreneurial startup firms with regard to innovation provides some of the motivation behind the popularity and growth of alliances formed to engage in radical new product innovation. Such alliances not only offer the opportunity to partner with firms that are not constrained by bureaucracy, but the inherent limits of cross-firm/alliance governance, relative to vertical integration, constrains the ability of bureaucratic control to be applied to the interorganizational innovation team as, naturally and desirably, each partner's influence over the other firm's behavior is marked by partial impotence. 83.